This video goes over how to install a Zuum camera system into Control 4. We assume that the dealer has already installed the cameras and set up the NVR. So let's get started. Step 1 is to add the NVR in the project. You can see here I've already done a search for Zuum, and I'm going to click on Zuum NVR driver and double click it. This will add the NVR driver into the project. If you look here, you have the IP address, so enter the IP address of your NVR. In my case, it is 108. Enter the password. And then you'll see setting up communication to NVR. If everything works, you will see NVR version and the version number. You'll also notice that the number of channels is now automatically assigned based on how many channels are connected to the NVR. The next step is to add the sub-camera drivers for all the cameras that you have in the project. In my case, I have one pan-tilt zoom that is hooked up to the PoE of the camera server, and I have one fixed camera hooked up to the camera server on channel 3, and I have another fixed camera that is hooked up to channel 5, and then I also have a camera that is not hooked up to that is hooked up to channel 4 of the NVR, but is actually local. And so we are going to access the video and snapshot image directly from the camera for this one. So first thing, go here, and you're going to click on the NVR, and you're going to see all the channels have already been named properly based on what the channels are from the NVR. So we're going to bind these up. Bind that one. Camera 2 does not exist. 3 is this guy. 4 is the one that is local, so we'll do that here in a second. And then 5 is that camera. And if we want, let's even make the 4th one go to the NVR just for showing. So now you can see here that already the all four of the cameras have their names have changed to match what's in the NVR. If you look, the username, the password, the IP address, all of that's already been set. At this point, if this was just a basic Control 4 system, that's all you would have to do. Hit refresh navigators and you are done. If you wanted to test a particular camera, you could always go here to camera test and hit snapshot. This will show you, yep, it passed. You can hit the H.264 stream. And it worked. So now another feature that we added to the driver is we added a auto configuration of the streams for the NVR. And you do that by going to driver actions on the NVR and dropping this down and hit setup streams on NVR. If you do this, this sets up all the different stream settings for the NVR. They are listed right here in the documentation. So let's click on a camera just to check, double click. There it is, H.264 stream. Yep, okay. If we want to test the moving of the camera, let's go to the main PTZ. And then if you click anywhere on the screen, it should move to that location. Alternatively, you could use the pan tilt zoom buttons and the zoom in and zoom out, and those work. Okay. The next step is on this IPC camera that is hooked up locally. If you want the camera to access, if you want the snapshot and the H.264 stream to be accessed directly from the camera, you would click on the camera, click driver actions, set video directly from camera. This will automatically configure this driver to do local action. Okay, I have set up the IP address, the username, and the password of the camera directly into the driver. As you can see here, the snapshot image, the MJPEG image, and the H.264 URIs are located here. If you needed to pick a different video stream, for example, for a specific camera, you could do that here. Like, let's say, for example, this camera actually needed to view video stream 1 for its H.264 stream. So if we go to test, we can hit it, You'll see if it works. If this doesn't work, then chances are you have the IP address, the username, or the password are incorrect. We can hit this. And there you go. That is how you set up a Zuum camera in both local mode and through NVR mode.